Hi and welcome to Karma Spiritus. I'm a healer, psychic, medium and tarot reader. Not in the traditional way. I read the energies of the cards that have been chosen for you at this time. My readings are not time specific, so there may be a message for you for now or the future, or maybe a message that's going to help you along and you need to hear to support you in your life's journey. Always remember, energy and time is fluid and changed according to your path that you take. Most importantly, always remember that you have free will. Please accept these readings with love and light. Now saying all that, let's get into your reading. Hi Taurus. What a mixed bag we have today. Taurus, I know that you like to be sturdy, be strong, and know what's happening in your life, and that is absolutely fine. However, I feel that there has been a point where you want to control things that are out of your control. And let me explain myself. If this is a relationship reading, I feel that, as usual, I feel Taurus like to have their own way. They're very determined, they're very forthright, and indeed bossy sometimes, if you're honest with yourself, Taurus. And that's fine. That makes you determined, that it makes you achievers. You always appear to have money and things generally, if you keep things intact and in check, they reasonably work okay. However, there's a point where you try and control things a bit too much. The universe has a way of working with you, but you also have to work with the universe. I feel that there's been issues, if this is a relationship spread, there's been issues in a relationship for some time. You've tried to fashion them, make them overwhelmed with gifts and treats and all sorts of things, just to keep this relationship going. You have the Six of Pentacles reversed, Two of Cups, Five of Cups reversed, and the Knight of Swords here. And that's from the Gilded Tarot. And from the Wisdom of the Oracle, you have Thinker, and you have Exchanging Gifts. Also from the Atlantis Oracle, you have Hercules, and it says, just underneath here, Strength, Courage, and Power. So for some time, there's been issues you want to address. But I feel that there's other ways of addressing these issues. Rather than coercion, controlling, and sometimes bullying in some way, manipulation, all these things, you need to be honest with yourself. How is this relationship going? Is it feeding me my general needs? Am I using too much control, persuasion, manipulation to make things go my way? And, your partner as well may be going through things. You may be dealing with a Gemini, Knight of Swords, that's Gemini energy. The sword is Aries energy. Might be an Aries, could be a Gemini. They may be going through things at the moment with the Five of Cups reversed. They may be going through a time of bereavement, reflection. There may be things on their mind that they can't generally speak to you about because you have so much of your own sort of agenda with how the relationship should be. But Taurus, think of it this way. If you try and fashion everything to your desire, how you want it, how you like it, how you want things to be, the perfection that you want it to suit your own needs, is it real? Are you really being honest about where this relationship is, how things really are, and where they need to be? I feel with the Two of Cups, you're looking at a deeper level of commitment. You may have been together for a long time. But where is this relationship going, Taurus? How long can you sustain the bullying, the bossying, the fashioning things your way, determining how things go, manipulating them, buying them things, making sure things are controlled in the way that you need them, sitting there calculating your whole entire day to take up their day so they're not going off and doing other things, so you don't need to feel insecure. This is all manipulation. You cannot control other people. You can only control yourself. And I think this was said in the last reading. And ongoing, Taurus, you need to know that you can't control every part of your life. The things you can control is how you feel. Let go of the things that you cannot control and take charge of the things that you can. You know, relationships are a flow of energy. They are give, they are take, they are, understanding each other. And maybe sometimes you may feel insecure. And we do in relationships. But we grow and we try and look at ourselves in this situation. Are we doing this justly? Is our partner making us feel insecure? Or is this the insecurities that we've developed over a period of time in our childhood, in other previous relationships? Is this person really going to be able to sustain all those needs that you feel that you require? And I say feel because we all do it. We fashion things, we design things, we manipulate people and the situation to suit our own needs if we can. That's part of our ego. But if we let go of that ego and say to ourselves, right, there's things that we can't control. I need to let that go and see what it looks like. Without you manipulating the situation, what does it look like? What does this relationship look like for you? Is it something that can be maintained, sustained? Do you need counselling? Do both of you need to go and sit down in front of a counsellor before you make more commitments? Or do you really just need to look at yourself and the situation between you and your partner? Really have the strength and the courage to look at the situation head on in the utmost reality and truth. Think about where you're going with this. It's hard work trying to push people into corners and trying to manipulate the situation to suit yourself. It's hard work. And then, let's face it, is it a reality? If you're pushing so hard and so fast for someone to do as you want them to do, is that a reality? Is this relationship even a real one, if that's what you feel you need to do? Or is this just about you and how you feel about yourself and your own needs and insecurities? And if this is not a relationship reading, and this is about business partnerships. And Taurus, I feel that there's been underhand situations. Maybe you're dodging taxes. Maybe you're not running your books according to plan. Maybe you're using fraudulent activities to ensure that your finances amount to what they need to be. Or maybe you're taking more of a chunk than you really need to be. What's going on here? Are you getting into debt? More and more debt? Do you owe people? Are you robbing Peter to pay Paul? How long do you think you're going to continue doing that? This is all an element of control. Manipulation. And we're going back to that again. But when you run a business in that way, you will forever be playing catch up. You'll be forever looking over your shoulder to see who's noticed. You have to remember your own lies, your own dodgy bookkeeping. You have to remember all these things. It's too hard. And I feel if you're not careful, Taurus, things are going to catch up on you pretty quickly. As they do when things are not going right. You need to really sit down and think about what you're doing here. How you really want this life to go. Your business to be. Your financial situation to look like. And I think this needs to happen now. Knight of Swords tells me you need to sit down and think about this very, very quickly. Analyze those books. Sit down and look at what things really do look like. If you weren't fiddling those books, if you weren't making the books balance, if you were not robbing Peter to pay Paul, loaning, all this interest that's going on these credit cards, if you were, really fashioning things and analysing your financial situation in the right way, what would it look like? This is not Robin Hood. You're not robbing the rich to feed the poor. You're feeding your own means. If this business is your own, or if it's not your own, if you're taking from your employers, it will catch up on you. Some way, somehow. If you're in a partnership with someone, they are bound to find out what is going on. And I feel that this is the energy. This is what the cards are trying to tell you, is that time is now to sort this out, to be honest with yourself, analyze those books, analyze this relationship. Remember, the flow of money and relationships and love are parallel. They're very, very similar. So the way your relationship is running is how your money will be ebbing and flowing as well. That's just the way the law is, the universal law. So please, Taurus, you need to be truthful with yourself. Find the strength, the courage and the power that you have. Taurians are very money-minded. They can be very generous and they can be very tight and mean, scrupulous. So maybe you need to turn this head on its head. Be scrupulous with your money and think wisely about how you're doing things and how you're running things. If you're constantly taking from your employer to just ensure that you have more, how long can you maintain that? Get another job. Get one that is going to feed you adequately for your needs. Financially support you in a way. Maybe you need to go back to school. Maybe this is about going back to school and becoming more educated in your profession or changing career in order for you to sustain the lifestyle that you're now maintaining that's not in the right way, Taurus. Maybe you need to look at this relationship and be honest with yourself and be more open and exchange. It says exchanging gifts. Exchange the flow of this loving relationship, the energy within it. You can't be manipulating, taking people's energy, fashioning things the way you want, bossing someone about, and them to feel this untainted love for you. They're going to feel that element of control. They're going to feel you're manipulating situations. They're going to feel that you don't want them to be free to love you and to be free in their lives. When people start feeling caged, Taurus, they want to break out. You stop looking attractive to them. The whole relationship isn't a nice place to be. They start looking at the freedom in other people's relationships, or indeed the freedom in other people, and become more attracted to that. Be careful, Taurus. You know in your heart that flinging gifts at people, manipulating them, throwing presents at them, money at them even. Maybe you're fiddling the books to feed this relationship. Providing gifts so that person feels love, but it's not material, Taurus. Love is free. Love is kind. Love is just generous. It's all those free-flowing things that we love in life. You need to be able to sleep at night with this business. You can't go into work and then you don't know what's going to happen. Someone looks at you in a strange way, one of your bosses or a senior member of the management. Are you thinking, oh my gosh, they found out what's going on? This is just not a good way to live, Taurus. I think you need to have the strength and the courage to look at your life. See where it's going. Why do you feel you need to manipulate and push people and bully people into your way of thinking? Are you not secure enough in yourself that you feel that people will love you, that you can't accumulate money the way you need to? They're both exchanges. Money is an exchange of energy. Love is an exchange of energy. They need to be free-flowing, pure, honest. And Taurus, you need to be honest with yourself. Is this the right way to go? Karma. For every action there is a reaction. Be careful, Taurus. Be careful about what you're doing to your life. Money. You need money to survive. Love. Everyone needs love. You cannot make people do things. You cannot make your business look better than it is, unless it truly is. If you're balancing those books incorrectly, then they're not the right books. How are you going to get yourself out of this issue and this problem? Pull back. Step back. Get pen to paper and start writing down exactly what you need to do. Stop cutting corners. Stop being dishonest to yourself. In this relationship, in this career, this job, this business, be honest with yourself. Where is your life going? How long are you going to be able to sustain this type of dishonesty in your life? Taurus, you're wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people. I love Taurians. And I know you can be the greatest, most loving people. And sometimes wear your heart on your sleeve. But just do this in the right way. You know, if you're business minded, run this business properly before you fall short completely. And I do feel that there is a warning here. There's a warning that you really need to start putting things right, because you're going to get yourself deeper and deeper and deeper into problems that you can't get yourself out of. And the same thing in this relationship. I don't think you're even sleeping at night, Taurus. I feel this energy in my head that's really making me feel so confused. So many thoughts running through my head all at the same time. None of them are making sense. You're an earth sign. You're grounded, you're solid, you know where you are. And I feel that your head's running so much, running overtime, that you're spending money that you haven't got. You're giving love that you don't even really feel at this time, because you just don't know what else to do. You're too busy trying to push everything to be the way you want it. Taurus, stop. Stop while you can. Check what's going on with yourself, within this workplace, within this business, within this relationship. Start from the beginning. Where you may run your mouth in this relationship, and this is where Spirit's leading me. Where you may run your mouth in this relationship, stop. Stop being pushy. Stop forcing. Stop being. Your mouth is not the strength. Your strength of being is within you. Just because your tongue is sharp, it doesn't mean that you're getting the best out of people. You're actually getting the worst, because that leaves them with a horrible feeling. And indeed, it's going to leave you with one as well. And stop looking at your employers and employees as they are the problem. It's you. You need to be honest with yourself, Taurus, right now. Right now. It's not if only this person would do that, that person would do this person would do the other. You've got to pull back and say, you know what? I'm only a human being, and so are they. They have free will. They have their own opinions, their own thoughts, and their own feelings about me. Allow them to have that. This business is only going to run as good as you allow it to. So if you're making it go to pot, you know what's going to happen. If you stand back, use the education that you have to get this business on track. That's what I'm feeling. You're just no longer using the common sense, the intelligence, any strategies. You're just running wild, minute by minute. That's not how a business is run. Take a whole day out and look at this strategically and sort this out, Taurus, now, right now. I feel there's an urgency to sort all this out now. If it's a relationship, you need to pull back. All those things that you're doing and you know that's not right, all those controlling, manipulating ways, stop. Pull back. Let's see what your partner does in their given situation. Whatever they choose to do, let them do it. Good or bad. Then you will know exactly where you are with them. And then you'll have the strength, the courage and the power to do what you need to do about this situation. I think you need to do that. It would be good. It would be a good way of finding out who you are as well. What you stand for. Because integrity comes into all of this, Taurus. Integrity within this business and within you. So where has it gone? Why have you lost it? You're too busy controlling things? Manipulating? Come on, Taurus. You are made of better stuff than that. Please, have a change of heart. Especially in this relationship. You need to know whether they're a keeper. You need to know whether you need to be in this business anymore, or you need to find something else to do. Are these given situations right for you? Be honest with yourself. All right, Taurus. Listen, this is your reading for today, for this week. As I said, it's not time sensitive. I mean, this could just be something that you need to hear right now, going on in your life continuously until you resolve these situations. Please take heed, Taurus. Love you loads. Please like, share and subscribe. And remember, be true. To thyself, be true. Ciao for now.